Welcome to Dog Splaining, where we break down what your dog is really trying to tell you. I'm Dana, a canine coach and holistic wellness specialist focused on nutrition, energy work, and essential oils. I'm on a mission for your dog to eat better, feel better, and live longer.
And I'm Angela. I'm your 456 wellness and behavior coach, focusing on helping you understand the connection between 4 paws, 5 elements, and 6 fun tricks.
We're here to help you connect the dots: behavior, food, health, and everything in between, with honest conversations and straight talking guidance.
If you're ready to get past the noise and actually understand what your dog needs you to know, you're in the right place. Now here's today's Dog Splaining episode.
Hello, everybody. Say hi, Angela.
Hello.
Harvey says hi too. Harvey says hi. So we're here to do our most recent podcast, and not sure what the official title is going to be, but I think the topic is the stress, the expense, the commitment that it takes to have a unwell pet or a senior and all that comes with that also.
Yep.
So, Angela, I know you know that firsthand. I somehow, by the grace of God, never had a truly unwell pet. Huey and Hallie were just old, and now I'm dealing with Harvey and seizures and detox and all that kind of stuff. So it's a challenge. So I understand more than I did, but you want to talk a little bit about your experiences, and we'll just sort of discuss it all as we go.
Yeah, the emotional, the mental, or the physical.
Yes,
Because it's all there.
it's all part of it.
I've been fortunate not to have young pets with any illness, but I have senior pets that with declining health. And I will say this, um, it could be a lot worse if I hadn't been proactive for many years now in taking care of her, then her condition right now would be a lot worse and it would be costing me a lot more, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
So be proactive.
Yeah, I definitely think there is power in the attempt to prevent and to strengthen the body emotionally, spiritually, all of that. So, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Because I mean, truthfully, we wouldn't have known Gouda was sick at all until it was too late if I wasn't doing routine blood work.
Well, and so for those who don't know, Gouda has advanced kidney disease, which actually has improved in the last year or so, which is amazing. But kidney disease, they tend to say you're going to have about 85% damage to the kidneys before you even
Or you
know it.
ever know. Yep. And there's no the kidneys aren't like the liver. It can't repair itself. When the damage
Mhm.
is done, it's done.
Right.
And until someone figures out how to do dialysis for dogs.
Yeah. So you mentioned blood work, and I always say I think for our seniors, we need probably twice a year is ideal to get that. And I tell people, my dogs want to go outside now. Our schedule's off today. Um, I tell people don't just look at the graphic they give you back because it's going to say you're in range or not, right? And you're going to
Yeah.
see some numbers where you fall on that scale. But if you look back at your patterns over time and that number is trending up consistently in the normal range, I think that's a clue.
It is. Definitely. We were doing blood work every 6 months. She's and she was 13 then. She's 14 and a half now. But for several years I was doing blood work every 6 months and but we were also doing a lot of other things in between. She was already getting alternative medicine like chiropractic work and stuff
Mm-hmm.
just to take care of her body as it aged. So when we did get the diagnosis, it was a gut punch for sure because I thought my dog is so healthy, we're doing so good, you know. And it first showed up as a UTI.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're like, okay, well, shouldn't usually get UTIs. This is a little abnormal. Let's dig a little further. So then that's when we figured out when the levels had elevated pretty quickly. And so in the beginning, when you get a diagnosis like that, it's a lot of let's add this and let's change this, and we have to recheck blood work every week or every two to see what's working and what's not and find that good maintenance level. So for the first 6 months, I was dumping every penny I was making was going, to my vet. I keep joking there should be a Gouda wing over there.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were frequent flyers. And now when they see us, they're like, "Oh my gosh, something's wrong. Why are you here?"
Yeah.
Because we don't have to go as frequently anymore. We've stabilized everything. But the best advice I can give to anybody is, we save money in preparation for air conditioner going bad and going on that vacation that we want to take next year, but make sure you're putting aside something for your pets because veterinary care is not cheap.
Not cheap. Neither are the products. And so you sort of touched on that about try this and do that, and it's not all going to be the right combo.
Yep.
Or even though 42 people in a Facebook group will say try this, it might not be right for your dog.
Yeah.
And so there is going to be some trial and error and some expense in products that weren't right for your dog.
Hmm.
So, and then you've amassed a whole little team of um, helpers from chiro, veterinary, holistic veterinary, and so on. So,
And yourself included.
well, a
You are
little
you
bit,
are
but
you are
yeah.
part of our medical team.
So, but yeah, I mean, and it takes a village, right? And sometimes it just takes having somebody to even bounce an idea off of or
Yeah.
say, help. I need a moment, I need a shoulder, I need a hand to hold or
Yeah.
something. Hear
Well,
me
and
out.
everybody has had their own experiences too. So
Mhm.
it's good to hear. You don't want to hear someone say, "Well, this is what I tried and this is what you should do because this is what worked for my dog." It's, "No, here's what we did. We liked this. We didn't like this." And then you get all of that information and put it together and go, "Where's my dog fit in this picture?"
Mhm.
Because it's never going to be a one size fits all when it comes to
Right.
medicine because our dogs are not one size fits all.
Right. Exactly. So how has like chiropractic and acupuncture helped in your journey
Oh,
with Buddha?
wow. So, alongside kidney disease comes lots of other things that happens to the body, and one of the first signs that people will see is actually incontinence. And that incontinence, that UTI, that was our alarm signal that something was wrong. And we were already doing chiropractic work on her pretty regularly, but we were only doing it like every 8 to 10 weeks. And at the point that we decided as a team, okay, we've got to hit this hard, we upped the chiropractic adjustments to every 2 weeks. And I've almost immediately started noticing a trend that right before it was time for that next adjustment, she would start leaking and have some signs of incontinence. And then we would get that adjustment and she would be good.
Mm,
And so we decided, okay, we're gonna keep with this 2 week schedule because that's what the time frame seemed to be like. So we went from 8 weeks to 2 weeks. And that has really, really helped. We haven't had any issues with incontinence since we
yeah.
started doing the adjustments every 2 weeks.
And that take we started this by saying we're going to talk about the stress, the expense, and the commitment. But
Yes.
8 weeks to 2 weeks is a new expense, right? I mean,
Yep.
it's a very significant increase in how much you have to spend in that category.
Yep.
So, and not everyone can do that, and some people may choose not to do those things, and that's fine. We're not here to judge any of that, but just understand that sometimes it really is making a modification to your plan
Yeah.
that might cost you something
Yeah. It cost
to
me a vacation. There's no vacation this year.
yeah, but you wouldn't have it any other way, right? I mean,
Oh,
this
but
is what you're choosing.
yeah, well, and whether I had all the extra money still or not, with her being sick, there's no way I'm leaving. There's no
Yeah,
way I'm going out of the country right now.
right. And so I mean, I know this has been 18 months.
hmm
And so there's been a lot of, wow, we're seeing some success, but I'm sure that also comes with a lot of worrisome moments.
Yeah, anticipation grief is real and it will kick your butt. And if you're dealing with a pet, no, regardless of age, and you get a terminal diagnosis, whether they tell you, oh, it's a couple weeks or it could be a year or so, get yourself some help. Take care of yourself because we can't be there for them if we can't put on a brave face.
Mm-hmm.
And they need us to put on the brave face and take care of them and create the positive energy and keep things going. So,
Yeah.
yeah, my therapist earned her money over the past year or so. And she's wonderful. Um, because right there in the beginning, I won't lie, like I was deflated. I was like, I'm gonna lose her. This is it because of her age and just everything and how it, before you know a lot about kidney disease, especially that whole like, oh, you don't know it's there until it's almost too late, like that really hits you hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I grieved hard. And we had some compounding issues on top of that diagnosis where she had a vestibular attack, and that was really scary. And at that point, I was like, okay, she's gone. Like, this is it. I was prepared to say goodbye. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm not. Like,
Yeah.
there's so much more we can do. And we did.
Yeah.
And every few months, something pops up like, okay, well, now we've got hypertension, and now our liver enzymes are elevated, and now the bladder's having a hard time maintaining itself. So it just starts piling on and piling on and piling on, and you have to take care of yourself mentally and
Yeah.
emotionally.
And illness aside, an aging dog is a blessing. And I don't use that word loosely or often, but it is. I mean, it is a complete honor to have a senior dog. And you're going to have that anticipatory grief anyway. I have it with Poppy, and as far as I know, she's not unwell. And Huey and Howie, I mean, you look at them and you know we're not getting out of this, right? There's no way out.
Yeah.
And all we can do is make each of those days and moments as good as we can, do as
Yeah.
much as we can, or as much as budget permits, as much as our soul permits us to give, which is a different scale for everybody.
hmm
Everybody. And so don't let anybody judge, and this is to the audience, don't let anybody judge what decisions each individual needs to make.
Yeah. We all have limits,
Mm-hmm.
and don't be ashamed of your limits.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard no matter what, no matter what. So,
It is a blessing to have an old dog though. O'Malley was 17, Huey and Howie, oh my gosh. They
yeah.
were ancient.
Yeah. And I'm hoping for the same for Harvey, but we're struggling with these little seizure issues, and I don't know that we will ever fully recover from that. Um, I shocked myself in that I stayed calm from, I was thinking about this today as we were planning for the call. From the shoulders up, I'll say, I stayed calm. My hands, my movements, my brain, it was doing the things that it needed to do. But I can tell you, my knees were buckled and my heart was racing out of its chest.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't know what's happening here. I've never seen this before. Oh my God, it looks horrific. I mean, it is violent, you know,
Yeah.
and
Well, I can't imagine how helpless you feel in a situation like
yeah,
that because
there's
there really is
absolutely
nothing to do.
nothing you can do except
Yeah.
wait it out.
Yep.
And you don't know how long it's going to be. And you're like, okay, it's over. Was that it? Or is there going to be another?
Hmm.
And so you mentioned anticipatory grief. I would just say anticipation and fear of, oh, do we have an hour? Do we have two? Can I close my eyes and go back to sleep?
Yeah.
You know, can I leave the house? Is this going to happen when I'm gone? And I
Hmm.
know
And
you've
it's
had some
every
of,
day because
I
there
know
could
you've
be a
had some of
trigger
that.
at some point.
You mentioned I can't go on vacation right now, but, and part of that is because of Guta's stress. Her stress level has shifted in
Yeah.
her illness.
Yes. She was always a mama's girl, but now she's a mama's shadow girl.
Mhm. Yeah.
She wants to know where I'm at all the time. And if I'm not here, she hides in the closet. She won't come out and visit. But
Oh,
I've spent 1 or 2 nights away, and that's about the extent of it.
yeah.
It's about all she can handle too. By day 3, she's like, I need my mom here. I'm gonna stop
Yeah.
eating if she doesn't come home.
Right. No, and sometimes they do. I know with Huey and Howie, I didn't trust anybody to keep them. It
Yeah.
wasn't that they were unwell. They're just, I had a hard time at that, 19, 20 years old going, are you, would somebody, not you, Angela, but the proverbial you who walked in the door as a pet sitter, right? Would they know what to do in an emergency? And would they actually make sure the feeding, or like for Harvey, would you give the right meds? And it's a whole thing. And so that circle of people that you come to trust, like you, me, and me, you, it's
Yeah.
a small little circle. It's a straight
Yep.
line. you know, but a lot of people get into that situation where it's like, it's just me. If I don't have anybody that I trust.
Yeah.
So
Yep. Yeah, that's definitely a small circle.
yeah.
And and not e- and there are definitely people that I trust, but the problem is her feeding and supplement schedule is so intricate and like it's intricate. There's a lot of steps.
Hmm.
And I don't want to put that burden on someone else. And if something happened, I don't want someone else to have to feel responsible that something happened to her, whether it was their fault or not. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. But
It
that,
it it's all very emotional, and it's interesting how we think about those details. And for everybody it's different, right? And I think what we're trying to say here is whatever you feel and experience, no matter how unique that may seem to somebody else looking at it, it's okay.
it's okay. Yeah. Yep, it's okay. And how you deal with it and what decisions you make are yours, and nobody's opinions matter.
Right.
Quite honestly.
Yeah. So is there other talking points along this, what did I call it? Stress, expense, and commitment.
Yes. Well, and I did touch this point a little bit earlier too, but when you do get a diagnosis, we tend to throw everything at that diagnosis and we start to ignore some of the other signs and symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
So, because once the body starts working really, really hard to take care of this one issue, other things get tired and worn out and need assistance. So make sure you're always looking at the big picture and not getting too caught up in that one diagnosis because the whole body still needs support.
Mm-hmm. And all those organs work collaboratively.
Correct. Yep.
So, and I know we're not really talking about kidney disease per se, but I think it's worth commenting here. a UTI is not always just a UTI,
Oh, yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yep. It's especially if it's a frequent UTI. Start asking questions.
right.
Look further.
Recurrence, it is a clue. It's a
Mm-hmm.
warning. They
Yep.
should not be in a recurring pattern. So, yeah.
And
Okay.
what else?
Awesome.
As she's over here scratching her face on the floor because uh, so a little kind of a funny story, kind of not, but Gouda always had really, really bad allergy issues. And
Mm-hmm.
I got excited last summer because her allergies weren't going nuts. And my veterinarian, I love her dearly. She looked at me one day and she said, "Well, that's because her body's fighting something else now." And that sucked the wind out of me. So that was another like eye opener. Like, okay, your dog has had certain issues all the time. If you do, all of a sudden no changes have happened and you don't see that being an issue anymore, like allergies or something, stop and think, could it be that the body's focusing on something else? Because that really made me like, oh, it made me a lot more aware
That's pretty
and
powerful,
to
right?
look for things.
Yeah, that's pretty significant that you've seen this thing for such a long time and it just goes away or appears to go away without a new modification to the plan.
Yeah. So the fact that she's scratching her face all over the floor right now,
You're
I,
happy about
I
it?
appreciate that. Yes.
Awesome. So we take the joy where we can find it.
Yes. And you know what? I have a 14-year-old dog. She has a terminal illness. If she wants a pup cup every day, I'm taking her for a pup cup every day.
Mhm. Those are the joyous moments for you and her, right? It's
Yeah.
time together. It's a memory making thing for you, and it it should be that, right? We should go out feeling happy and joyful and all of those things rather than just sitting back and waiting on time to pass.
Yeah. Well, it didn't start out that way. It started out with the grief was so heavy and my desperation was so strong that I was like, hell no, I'm not giving you a pup cup. It's full of sugar. It's horrible for you. You're only getting one thing to eat every day because I know that's safe. And finally I was like, this isn't fun. This isn't fun
Mhm.
for anybody. And once I started letting loose and letting her do what she wants and make bad decisions and get pup cups every day, we're having fun now. We're enjoying
Yeah,
it. And my grief is less
right.
because we're enjoying things.
And it doesn't mean um I don't even know how to say what I'm going to say without bawling my eyeballs out, so I'm not going to say it. Anyway, um, I was going to say something. Oh, so I think part of this too is not just going through the motions, but having those true relationships and the energetic communication. And people sometimes say things to me, and I'm like, "Have you expressed that to your dog?" Right? Have you said it out loud? Because your dog's reading your energy. So are you having conversations with them, or are they just wondering why you're so stressed out or whatever? And, sometimes for me, sometimes verbalizing something is ridiculously hard in general,
Hmm.
but I think people need to be okay with having the conversations with their dogs of, we ain't giving this up yet. Or when you do reach those moments, a lot of people will say, how do I know? How will I know when it's time? And, you know, we've often said, and others will say, the dog will let you know. You will know. You won't, there's no way you won't know. You will
Right.
second guess it every single time.
Yes.
You will question it, but you will know in your heart. And I just want people to to take a step back and not just have the process of it's this pill and this time of day and this thing and this next one and we got to do all this mechanical stuff, but sit and have those prayerful meditative conversations with your dog.
Yeah. Let yourself be emotional and include your dog in it
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because they know you're feeling something.
Yeah,
Don't hide
don't
it
try to
from
hide it. Don't try to hide any of it.
them. Yeah.
Tell them everything. So I keep trying to tell Harvey to have no more seizures, and he's not really listening. They are less intense, shorter, but yeah, it's not fun. So
Well, hopefully once you get this medication switch completed, you'll see
yeah,
some good
we're
results.
in the process of making those tweaks and finding that right combo, right?
Sweet spot. Yep.
Mhm. So anyway, all right, great topic. Thank you for sharing your story.
Yes. Well, you're not going to share any stories? I know you have some too.
Well, I think I have. I've talked a little bit about Harvey and Poppy's age. I mean, I don't have a real, I don't
Uh,
have it.
okay, so
What do you want me to say? I'll say it. Just tell me what it is.
well, I want you to talk about the Danes and the DCM and how like now if knowing if you knew then what you know now, because I know that was hard for you too, losing them
Yeah, oh,
and
wow.
what
Yeah.
you went through with them.
So we'll talk. Cole is a classic example. He was 6.5 years old. He collapsed in front of me, just dropped to the ground. And surprisingly, after all these years, I still live alone. So there was no one to help me. And I picked up this 155-ish pound dog and carried him to my car. Yes, I wound up with a hernia later that I didn't realize. Had to connect those dots. But I took him to the vet. They're like, this is heart issues, dilated cardiomyopathy. Um, the rescue group, Dane Rescue, we know the breed, we know everything. Um, was like, it just is. This is common in male dogs, common in the giant breed kind of thing. So from the time he collapsed, it was only 2 weeks before he was gone. And that's normal, right? Is that once it's present, the most people would get out of it is about 6 months. So but he was fast. It was 2 weeks and it was done. Um, if I had to do all of those things over again, knowing what I know now with the giant breeds, I would not wait and see. Now, there's a conversation to be had about responsible breeding. And I know a breeder who does all the testing and won't breed dogs that have any predisposition. And when they're looking for partners, they go through this rigorous testing. But rescue groups are, it's an unknown. And it's probably
Yeah.
not likely that they are from a strong lineage.
Right.
So, yes, it's common in the breed. So, therefore, I would not wait until their middle age, right? I would start doing heart care support probably from the time they're 6 months to a year old. I
Yeah.
wouldn't wait. It goes back to what you said, get proactive.
Yep.
But most people don't know to do that. We know it's a breed predisposition, right? But
But it can
we
happen to
take no
any dog.
action. What'd you
Yeah.
say?
It can still happen to any breed.
Yes, right. But especially with those known entities, those big, big dogs, the breed is predisposed to it. I wouldn't take a wait and see and hope. I would say, I'm going to assume you are at risk and
Hmm.
I'm going to do heart health support much, much earlier. and forever,
Hmm.
even if the outcome were to be the same, at least I had a better shot at success.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would not risk those things anymore.
And so if you call Dana for advice and it is about DCM, she's telling you from the heart, take her advice.
Exactly. And there is information about that. Dr. Barb Fox and I did a whole um, video on it. It's out there on my website about dilated cardiomyopathy when the whole grain free thing came about.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Which, friends, don't even go down that path. Go read the article. But there's information if you want to talk about heart health. The basics are on my website. If you need one-on-one create a strategy, I'm here. Happy to schedule that. So, yeah. Yeah. Trying to think other stories. I'm sure there are quite a few. I'm just not coming up with them in the moment. Maybe I've suppressed them.
Another thing that I've learned too, I, I have good people around me that have a lot of knowledge, so I didn't have to go too far to get second and third opinions.
Mm-hmm.
But that's important. It's really important because just like hearing people's stories, hearing pet moms' stories, veterinarians experience different things too and
Sure.
have different remedies and ideas to help with different things. So don't take if it's a serious diagnosis, ask around.
Yeah. And that leads me to say, don't be surprised if you get a couple of different opinions.
Hmm.
And that doesn't mean everybody's wrong or anybody's wrong, right? It just means there may be a different approach or a different way of thinking about it. And that is completely outside of traditional versus holistic. That even within the holistic
Yeah.
space, you may get a couple different approaches.
Yep.
And what I say to people often is you have to step back, think about this, and feel what resonates in your heart as you make that decision. It's not up to me or the vet or anybody else to tell you which one you have to do. It is um, for us to share information and for that pet parent to make that decision.
Yeah. But you don't have to make it alone either.
No, no, and that's the whole point. But at the end of the day, it is up to you, right, to get your education, to gather these resources and make the decision that feels right, and know that none of us are getting out of this thing, right? And so don't blame yourself for those decisions ever.
Yep.
So awesome.
Hmm. That's deep.
It is deep. It's very emotional. It's all emotional. I mean, we love these creatures. Like I don't have kids, so I don't understand if it compares. I'm sure there's a difference. I
Yes.
don't want to talk about that, but I'm telling you, it's and maybe it is for somebody like me or you who don't have children that these fill a place for us in a crazy way. And I mean, I would do anything I could.
Yep. And I'm sure you have felt the same, but I've found out of clients that have lost their pets.
Oh,
And
and bawled my eyeballs out.
some of those hit me just as hard as if they were my own dog.
Right. 100%. And I'm not naming any right now, but I can name a few that if they called me today, I would be very, very sad. Very
Yep.
broken.
Yeah, I won't name any names because I'm still grieving every day about one that we lost recently.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
the tears are coming already.
Yeah. And people ask me, how'd you get started? I've had two conversations with people who want to do what you and I do this week. And they're like, how did you even get started on this? And I said, well, the bottom line is, as a trainer, I was seeing a lot of dogs that training wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't fix it all.
Yep.
And it led me to understanding more about those emotional roots, the nutritional roots, and all those kinds of things. So that's one piece of it. The other is I was sick and tired of my pet parents calling me and saying that their 2-year-old dog had died, or their 4-year-old dog had died, or had this horrible disease. And I'm like, how is this even possible
Yeah.
at this age? There, something is wrong, something not going the way it's supposed to. What is happening? And that's truly what unleashed me to really dig into the nutrition side of things, but then what else builds that proactive element and what can help us with the recovery when we need it.
Yep.
And that's why it's interesting. Am I specialized? A little bit. I specialize in dogs, but I think I am a smidgen of an anomaly, and I'm bringing you along with me for the ride. In that, my group is not. We're only going to talk about homeopathy, or we're only going to talk about essential oils. I
Yeah.
think there is pieces and parts that make sense all around, and I do not want to be in a single lane. I
Yeah.
want to look across the suite of modalities and go, what makes sense for that animal and
Yep.
that pet parent and their budget and, whatever options we have. I want to know them all.
Yep. Yeah, because it's not as easy as just it's you can't have tunnel vision. Whether it's what you know or what you're willing to do, you always have to think and look outside of the box and go,
Right. And I'm sure just like I'm doing with Harvey right now, we're sort of in this integrative transition. Can we get fully holistic? I don't know yet. Right? I don't know. We're trying, but it's tweak and refine and figure it out.
yeah.
And you're in a situation right now where you're integrative as well. Gouda takes some medications, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she also has Chinese herbs and essential oil and ozone and whatever. So it's
You
very,
name it, it's in my house.
well, that's your fault. But you have multiple modalities working together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. For sure.
And I honestly, I think that's where real magic can happen. Because if you only have, what does they say? If you only have a hammer, everything looks like a nail.
Oh, I've never heard that, but I like it.
Right? If your only tool is a hammer, then everything looks like a nail.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? But if I've got other options, maybe I can do something different.
Yeah. The only problem comes down to when someone says, "Oh, my dog has kidney disease. What do you recommend?" And I'm like, "Well, I have a lot of things to recommend. I couldn't tell you exactly which one works the best because we're
Mhm.
doing them all because something is working."
Right. And that I know you told me a week or so ago when we were together, that your vet said, don't change it. It
Yeah.
ain't broke, don't fix it right now. Because could something potentially drop off that list? Maybe. But and I think that's important for parents to understand too, is that it's okay if you're like, we're in a sweet spot, I'm gonna let it ride.
Hmm.
And I think that's where sometimes a vet like the holistic veterinarians or the things that I'm learning and doing, or even muscle testing can help us. Or do we need this thing today
Yep.
in this moment, or can we start to cycle things a little bit and go from there? But when you're in a situation like you are, it's like, I don't want to break it. I don't want to test it. And that's okay.
Well, I taught myself a lesson on that last week. We had a minor scare the day I don't know if I called you or text you or what, and I was like,
Yeah.
I think she's having some kind of autoimmune attack. And then once I sat down and thought about it, I was weaning her off of one of the Chinese herbs that we were using to treat something else. And in that weaning process, things amped up in that department. And I was like, okay, well, we're not weaning off this anymore. We're going right back to where we
There
were.
you go.
Everything
Hmm.
was good then.
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
So
Don't mess with it.
I got to the point where I was feeling bad that 3/4 of her meal was herbs and supplements but
Yeah, and so that's an interesting point too, right? Gouda eats super well, and Harvey's got a boatload of little things going in his bowl, and his little portion's only about this big, right? So it really is challenging. A lot of times, people trying to transition their dog after an illness occurs is way harder than if you start transitioning and give them many varieties as a younger, healthier dog, so that when
yeah,
you are in those situations, you can keep them eating versus they're like, I don't know what's happening here.
yeah,
And I also, now granted, there are some dogs, there are situations where they become inappetent. They're not going to eat. So we have to figure that out. But I think all too often, I see, my observation is that pet parents put down a bowl of something new and the dog doesn't eat it and they're like, oh, he doesn't like it. And I'm like, change is hard. Don't give up day one. Let's work through this and try a couple of things and don't feel like because that gets expensive too, right? You went out and bought four different kinds of something because you put one bowl or two bowls down, he didn't touch it. That doesn't mean in my head, it doesn't mean he's never going to eat that. It's just like I wanted McDonald's and you gave me a salad. Wait a minute.
or I like my steak medium rare and you gave it to me gray so you can have it back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could be that simple. It could be texture, temperature, a single ingredient in your veg medley. There's a whole bunch of things, right?
Yep.
So, all
We're
right. Well, this
definitely
was
on we're definitely on that roller coaster of having to make tweaks here and there because she'll find a pill and something and go, yeah, I'm not eating that again.
yeah,
Gotta get creative.
yeah. This is a great topic.
It is a good topic. Hopefully it'll get some people asking questions or just wanting to call and talk and say, hey, I'm in the same boat. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. I just
Yeah.
want somebody to talk to.
And I want our Facebook group to be a little bit of that. Come in and say, you know what, I'm scared for my dog. What's your experience? Right now, I don't want anybody trying to diagnose and create treatment plans. Even I can't do that, right?
Yeah.
That's not what it's about. But to come in and say, my dog's not doing well today, ask for prayers, teach me about muscle testing, whatever those things are, let's build the community.
Yep. Because it definitely helps to have support.
We all need a little tribe. All right, my friend. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Good talk.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to Dogsplaining. We know you've got a lot of choices when it comes to dog advice. We appreciate you trusting us to keep it honest and helpful.
If today's episode helped you understand your dog's needs more clearly, share it with someone who may also need to hear it. And don't forget to follow or subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
For more resources, visit us online or join the conversation in our community. We'll be back soon with more insight into your dog's behavior, health, and wellness. Questions welcome, and we love guests.
Until then, keep listening to Dogsplaining.